Hello everybody, it is Gunsage. Yet again, it is time for more Too Spoopy. So, what in the hell are we going to play? Well, it just worked 5 seconds ago, but didn't work when I tried to record it a second ago, so let's see.
G-R-U-N-D. ISLEV Gurisaw.
Yeah. Ben Jordan, Paranormal Investigator. This is an excellent freeware series. It is independently made. It's little bite-sized episodes. There's 8 of them now, which is pretty cool. And he redid the first 2 with deluxe versions. This is a deluxe version. It has talkie, and it looks quite a bit better than the original. So, yeah. Let's see what we got.
So you'd like to hear about how I got into this mess? How a regular guy ended up half a world away, unconscious in the backseat of a car belonging to a guy he thought he could trust but turned out to be his worst enemy? But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I should start from the very beginning. It's the best place after all. My name is Ben Jordan. I was just your average college graduate, 22 years old, with no direction in life and a degree that got me nowhere except a sales job with a local bullseye.
Yeah, bullseye.
As a kid, I was in love with monster movies and anything to do with the paranormal. My family thought it was just a waste of time, except for my grandfather. Grandpa Arthur used to tell me ghost stories and legends he had heard while traveling through Europe in the 1920s. This really fueled my interest in the paranormal. By the time I finished high school, I was obsessed. I wanted to travel and see if the legends were true, but I had to put my dreams aside and go to college to appease my parents. I ended up studying international relations, which bored me to tears. So I passed the time by reading my books on the paranormal, listening to Pink Floyd, and dreaming of my ideal career.
And probably smoking reefer.
One day I was browsing the web and found a book called The Paranormal Investigator's Handbook by Professor Quincy Sanborn. I ordered it immediately and read it cover to cover the day it arrived. It was then that I decided I was going to become a paranormal investigator. So after graduating, I asked my parents to loan me some money, advertised my services on the internet, and sat back waiting for the cases to come rolling in. Of course, at the time, I had no way of knowing that the path I'd chosen was going to change my life, in more ways than one.
Case 1. In Search of the Skunk Ape.
My first case started off with me receiving a phone call, but not one I was very happy about. No, Mom, I told you. I've decided to become a freelance paranormal investigator. I know you think it sounds crazy, but just trust me on this one. I think I've seen enough episodes of The X-Files to know that there's something out there. Look, I have to go. I'll call you back in a few days. I don't understand. It's been 3 weeks since I posted about my services on those forums. You'd think someone would have called by now. Hello? Yes, this is Ben Jordan. Sir, please calm down. I can't understand what you're saying. A skunk ape murdering people in the Florida Everglades? Okay, I'll go there as soon as I can. What did you say your name was? Ranger Morales. Okay, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Well, that sure was weird. But I've got a case. Time to buy a ticket to Florida.
Yep, just like that.
Hello, I'm Ben Jordan. Are you Ranger Morales?
I'm afraid not, young man. I'm glad you've arrived, though.
What's the matter? Did something happen to him?
Come with me, and I'll show you. Well, here he is. We found him here about an hour ago.
My God, what did this to him?
It seems that this was the work of a creature that up until now was just a legend. A monster known as the skunk ape.
I guess I'd better start my investigation then.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is something that should have been enabled to begin with. Go into the options if I can find them. Where are the options at? That's weird.
You picked this rifle up on your way to Florida. You hope you make some good money off this case because buying it created a large void in your bank account.
Not sure why. Normally there's a way to enable it in-game.
G-R.
Whoa, hold on. What? Alright, let me try this real quick. Are you stupid? Come on. This. There we go. That's interesting. It doesn't have an option for it. Wonderful. That's fantastic. Okay. Whatever. Just waste my time.
G-R-U.
Shush. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
The mutilated body of the ranger is stretched out on the dirt. Feeling slightly nauseated, you examine the body more closely.
Yeah.
You pick it up and place it in your purse. Did I say purse? I meant pocket.
Why is there a giant penis here? Good God, man.
The ranger is wearing a pair of standard olive green pants. The ranger's midsection has been torn open by whatever attacked him. Several of his internal organs are visible. However, you notice that his liver seems to be missing. The ranger's face is twisted into an expression of sheer horror. Either his attacker caught him by surprise, or he's just shocked at the fact that his innards are currently on display to the rest of the world.
Alright. Nothing else really here.
The body is still warm.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, just a little jumpy is all.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What can you tell me about the murders?
Oh my, they're horrible. Ranger Morales is the 5th person we've found in the past 2 weeks. Before that, we lost another ranger, a young woman named Rita Myers. There was also a vacationing couple who were camping out in the woods, and the first person we found was a teenage boy who had gone out hiking. All the bodies have had one thing in common. They're all missing their livers.
Missing the livers?
Yes, our best guess is that the skunk ape eats the livers.
Yikes.
When the whole problem started, we found a few deer here and there with their livers torn out, but then we started finding people, and the MO just carried over.
What do you know about the skunk ape?
I don't know any specific facts. The skunk ape was always more of an urban legend. But I have heard a few things. What exactly would you like to know?
What is a skunk ape exactly?
It's similar to a yeti or a Sasquatch, but we call it a skunk ape because its trademark is a horrible smell. Some have described it as being a mix of rotten eggs, moldy cheese, and dung.
That sounds unpleasant.
It is, but the good thing is that that characteristic will make it somewhat easier to track down.
I guess. Has anyone actually seen the skunk ape?
The only ones who have are dead.
So there aren't any survivors or anything I could talk to?
I'm afraid not.
So if you haven't seen it, do you know what it looks like?
Not for certain, but the rumors of its appearance are all the same. It's supposed to be 7 feet tall, weigh about 300 pounds, and have a nasty temper.
Glad I asked. Are there any other animals in the park that might be capable of attacking people like this?
Not really. The Florida panther might be capable of it, but there's so few of them left it seems unlikely that they would be to blame. Besides, they usually keep to themselves.
Have you found any evidence as to what might be responsible?
The only thing we've found so far is a large footprint near one of the murder scenes.
I see. That's all for now.
Okay.
Tell me about Ranger Morales.
I didn't know him very well, but he seemed like a nice guy.
Do you know of any reason why he might have been attacked?
Not really, no. So far the murders have all seemed to be random. However, he's the first body that's been found so close to the main tourist area. The others have been further out in the woods. If this keeps up, we may have to close the park until something can be done.
This is a nice park you've got here.
Thanks. We rangers pride ourselves on keeping this state preserve as pristine and beautiful as we can. It's really a shame that our nation's wetlands are constantly disappearing.
Yes, I agree. Can you tell me how to get around the area?
Of course. This area isn't really that big. Over there you can see the roof of the visitors center. Near that is a ranger station, and of course there's the forest too. Here, take this brochure. It's got a map so you can find your way.
Thanks. Tell me about yourself.
Me? My name is Ernie. I've been a ranger here at Everglades National Park for over 30 years. I love nature. I guess it runs in my family since my brother moved out west to become a medicine man. Aside from that, I really don't know what else to tell you.
Man.
So, now that I know more or less what I'm dealing with, what do you suggest I do?
Well, that's a good question. Obviously, we need to find out why the skunk ape has decided to start killing people, and stop it from doing so again. As a park ranger, I'm morally opposed to killing it, but as it has already taken more than one human life, that may unfortunately be the only solution. I think your best bet is to go out into the forest and see if you can find out if the skunk ape has a lair, or someplace it stays regularly. Of course, you shouldn't go alone, but most of the other rangers have been too scared to go out into the woods since the killing started. I'd go with you myself, but I don't think I'm up for much excitement anymore.
You said most of the rangers were too scared to go into the woods. Are there any who aren't?
Well, there is one guy, Ranger Rick. But I don't
Ranger
know if
Rick.
he'll want to go.
Okay.
Tell me about Ranger Rick.
He hasn't been working here very long, but he's one of our best rangers. The thing about him is he's extremely superstitious when it comes to nature. He might go into the woods with you, but he might have some weird reason for not wanting to.
Well, right now he's my best option. Do you know where I can find him?
He should be at the ranger station.
Thanks for all your help.
No problem. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Okay. I'm sure I won't. Wow, how do I speed this up? See, usually in these games, there's some option for speeding shit up, but it doesn't look like... Well, that's great. Let's get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Really?
The water flows past ever so slowly. You can see why this place is called the River of Grass.
Okay. Walk the building.
You can't do anything with the building from here.
Well, I'm trying to get over
In the
there.
distance, you see a green roof belonging to a nearby building.
That's awesome. Can I go there? We're just gonna hang around here for no reason? Because we're stupid? Jesus Christ. So, when I said excellent adventure game, this wasn't what I meant. But this is what we're seeing. Okay, that's handy. Oh.
You were given this brochure of the Florida Everglades, which conveniently includes a map of the area.
Okay.
You open up the brochure and look at the map.
Here we go. That's how we do it. Okay. Okay, that's a little better.
That's a nice sign you got there.
Thanks. I painted it myself using my own blood.
I see. Hello.
Hey there, young man.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Lloyd Daniels. I've been living in Florida for the past 20 years. I'm an active member in the community and a staunch environmentalist. Among the things I do are set up fundraisers, beach cleanups, and protests.
What exactly do you protest?
an impossible threat to the environment. You have no idea how angry it makes me to see environmental injustices committed. If I see someone so much as look at a tree the wrong way, I'll go off like a rocket.
You seem very dedicated to your cause.
And how?
Have you ever heard of the skunk ape?
Oh, you mean that fabricated story to keep us out of the woods so the developers can bulldoze their way in here and build condos behind our backs?
So you don't believe it exists?
Of course not. Even if there was such a creature, it wouldn't be in the wild for long. Poachers would probably hunt it down for its fur, jewelry would be made from its teeth, purses from its hide.
I think I get your point. Did you know that the skunk ape has been murdering people lately?
Well, it's about time.
Excuse me?
Man has been murdering nature for centuries. It's not surprising that nature has decided to fight back.
Are you saying it's justifiable homicide?
Now don't go putting words in my mouth, boy. All I'm saying is, maybe this is the wake-up call people need, regardless of whether or not some made-up creature is doing it.
You can hear them fuddling with the microphone as they're trying to voice act. That's awful.
Nice park, huh?
Nice? Nice? I don't see what's so nice about a bunch of rangers sitting around at their station eating sandwiches all day, while out here the wetlands continue to disappear by the minute.
I don't know, it seems like the rangers are doing a decent job.
Ah, shows what you know.
See you around.
Hug a tree for me.
Jeez.
Interesting setup you've gotten here.
Yeah, the tourists seem to like it.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Everglades National Park Visitor Center. How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the skunk ape?
Can't say I do. I've never even heard of a skunk ape before.
Oh, well, never mind then. Have you heard about the recent murders?
I think I overheard one of the rangers talking about it. But nobody around here tells me anything, since I'm just a receptionist. I'm pretty clueless when it comes to park gossip.
That seems a little unfair.
Maybe. But if people are getting murdered, I'd rather not know about it.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the visitor center?
Well, everything in here is pretty self-explanatory. I guess I can tell you more about that display case over there, and the animatronic Mikasuki in the next room.
What's in the display case?
If you read the plaque, you can see that it contains fossils found near this area. Mainly it's just some alligator and shark teeth, and a couple of imprinted rocks.
Can I take a closer look?
I'm afraid not. We've had problems with tourists stealing the relics. That glass case is there for a reason, you know?
What can you tell me about the animatronic Mikasuki?
It's a robot of an Indian. It's tacky, politically incorrect, and it gives you a blessing if you put in a coin.
I see. Anything else?
It's broken. Which is probably for the best if you ask me.
Tell me something about yourself.
What for?
I don't know, I was just being friendly.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not talk about myself.
Okay, fair enough. That's all the information I needed.
Enjoy your visit!
Okay.
The receptionist probably wouldn't appreciate you messing around with his mug. You aren't feeling particularly thirsty at the moment.
Take a shit. Okay. Take it all.
In a fit of kleptomania, you decide to take the whole roll of toilet paper. You never know when it might come in handy after all. You flush the toilet and get a strange satisfaction from doing so. You don't need to wash your hands at the moment. You don't have time to play around with the mirror right now. There's no need to use the hand dryer, as your hands are not wet.
Okay.
Hey! Please don't touch the display case.
Oh, sorry.
I don't remember if you need anything from there or not.
It's a startlingly lifelike animatronic robot depicting a Miccosukee shaman. You'd rather keep your hands to yourself. You can't reach into the coin slot with your fingers. There's nothing in the coin return at the moment.
What if I got something that I can...
You're no science thief. Leave the poster alone. You don't want to give some poor janitor a hard time by smudging up the glass. This is where return coins are deposited, hence the rather fitting title of Coin Return.
Alright, calm down.
The poster features a rather boring illustration of the water cycle and its importance to the park's ecosystem. The window offers a fantastic view of an adjacent lake.
I don't think I can really do anything here. Not yet. These guys go ballistic if I punch the tree.
You're not particularly in the mood to go climbing at the moment.
Alright.
You open up.
Alright. Here we go. So not a whole lot's really happening yet, but trust me when I tell you that a lot of these get crazy over time.
You search through the drawers and find a box of diuretic water pills.
Ah.
No need to take it. You've already got one. You try to change the station, but see that the knob is missing. You haven't got time to sit down right now.
Ranger Rick.
Nice weather we're having.
Is it? Haven't been outside much today, I'm afraid.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
Sure, what's up?
You're Ranger Rick, aren't you?
Yes, I am. What can I do for you?
My name's Ben Jordan. I was called out here by Ranger Morales.
Oh, you're the paranormal investigator guy, aren't you?
That's me. Ernie told me I should talk to you.
Okay, so talk to me.
So it'd been way funnier and more clever if they called him Ranger Richard. I'm just saying.
What can you tell me about the skunk ape?
It's terrorizing the woods, that's what.
Anything else?
Not really. I don't think I could tell you more than Ernie probably already has.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent murders?
Terrible, aren't they? It's bad enough to lose your co-workers, but when the public are victims too, it becomes a whole different story. Hopefully something can be done before anybody else dies so horribly. But then that's what you're here for, isn't it?
Ernie suggested I should find someone to go into the woods with and try to track down the skunk ape. He said you were the guy I should go to.
Well, Ben, I'd love to go with you, really I would. But with the sudden appearance of the skunk ape, things in the woods haven't exactly been in balance lately. I wouldn't feel right going out there without some protection.
I've got a rifle.
No, I didn't mean that kind of protection.
Well, I guess we could look for a pharmacy or something? But I should tell you, that's not my thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with...
Ben, I'm talking about a nature amulet.
Oh, a nature amulet, of course.
Okay. That's why we need to break
What's a
the
nature
peace.
It's an amulet that wards off evil spirits and attracts good-natured spirits.
So if I can get you one, will you come with me?
Sure.
Okay, so how do I do it?
It's complicated. Nature amulets just don't grow on trees, you know. The base is made from an ancient earth object, like a bone or a rock. You'll need some animal hair to make a string so the amulet can be worn. And the amulet needs to be blessed by a shaman. Got it?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay. All those things are in the visitor center. Well, I've got the hair already.
What's that you're reading?
It's part of a series about this kid who wants to be a professional fish tank cleaner.
That sounds fascinating.
This one I'm reading is part 5, where he goes to Bangladesh.
Is it any good?
Not really. It's surprising, since the author took so long to write it.
Well, I hear that tends to happen a lot.
Sounds like a personal problem.
That's some nice music you're listening to.
It's the only radio station we get out here. But even this music is better than no music in my opinion.
So what's it like to be a ranger?
I like it. It's a fun job. The pay could be a little better, but then the government doesn't send much money our way.
Okay, I'm going now.
Take it easy.
And you kind of need him because otherwise you get lost in the forest. And it's just one of those looping mazes at that point, basically. So...
You rattle the box around. It seems to be pretty full.
Alright.
You open up the brochure and look at the map.
Back to the visitor center we go. Let's see if it's this easy.
You take the opportunity to slip a water pill into the receptionist's drink when he isn't looking. It quickly dissolves. The receptionist takes a big gulp from his mug. For a while nothing much happens, but then...
Yep.
Oh man, that water went right through me. Excuse me a second, will ya?
Let's just do your clenching butt walk. Yep, and of course there's no toilet paper, so he's going to be in there for a while.
You begin to lift up the glass, but just as you're about to take something from inside...
Hey, please don't touch the display case.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Darn. There has to be some way to get him out of the room for longer.
I shudder to think what he did to wipe his ass. Oh, you know what?
With childish delight, you toss the entire roll of toilet paper into the toilet bowl.
Yay! Let's fuck his drink up again.
You take the opportunity to slip a water pill into the receptionist's drink when he isn't looking. It quickly dissolves.
Alright.
The reception...
Oh man, that water went...
Okay, come on. Let's try this again.
You begin to lift up the glass, but just as you're about to take something from inside...
Are you serious?
Hey, please don't touch the
Oh,
How in the fuck are you wiping your ass? Oh, you're not wiping your ass. You're just disgusting. Gotcha.
Darn.
Alright. Well...
You flush the toilet. Oh dear. It seems that your throwing the toilet paper into the toilet has caused it to become clogged. You don't need to wash your... There's no need...
Okay. Is that enough? Maybe. We'll try it.
You take the opportunity to... The
Okay.
Oh, I don't believe this. The toilet is broken. I have to find some place to pee. Thank goodness for that tree over there.
I see.
What the? Hey! Just what in the name of Gaia do you think you're doing?
Well, the bathroom isn't working, so I thought I'd just...
Drown this poor tree in your vile waste product? How would you like it if someone decided to relieve themselves on you?
I guess I wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't. I suppose you think it's okay just because it's a tree.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can feel it.
Oh, is that what you think? I've got some information for you, sonny boy.
The man proceeds to yell at the poor receptionist, who looks as though he fears for his life. This could go on for quite some time.
There we go. Alright.
Since the receptionist is currently occupied, you swipe a shark tooth from the display case.
Now somehow we gotta get that display to work.
The hair is too short and bristly to be woven into a necklace. You'll need to find a way to keep it together.
Okay, looks like we got some more work here to do. Maybe if it was matted.
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't...
Okay.
That...
Alright, whatever.
It's a tuft of Sasquatch hair and mange. The hair feels hard and bristly.
The problem with some of these games is you have to do it exactly the way it wants you to do it in order to figure this shit out. Let's try this.
That doesn't...
Okay, fine.
That doesn't...
Well then fuck you. Good God, man.
Feeling slightly numb.
Did I miss something here, maybe?
Keep your fingers out of the ranger's face. Just because he's dead, that's no excuse for you to be rude to him.
I was gonna go ahead and close his eyes, but hey, whatever. Alright.
You'd really rather not handle another man's organs. The blood feels wet.
Okay.
You search through the ranger's pockets, but find nothing of interest.
Is there anything else here?
A large pool of blood is collected under the body. The ranger is wearing a pair of standard olive green...
Okay.
The ranger's midsection has been torn open by...
I don't know.
That doesn't seem...
Well, shit.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Yes?
Thanks for all your help.
No If you have any...
Fucking that scared the hell out of me way more than any of the games have. Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
In the distance, you see a green roof belonging to a nearby building.
Alright. Well...
You open up...
Let's try going into the forest and see what happens.
An enormous tree has been uprooted and overturned. You wonder if this was caused naturally, or if it was the skunk apes doing.
Probably natural.
A large tree stands here, casting a shadow over the rest of the area. You notice a few holes in the tree's bark where there's some dried sap.
Ah! There we go.
The sap on the tree is dry. You can't get it to stick to the hair.
Do I have something I can stick in it?
Don't play around with the rifle.
Okay, fine.
Shooting that with the rifle wouldn't be very productive.
Do I have... Well, maybe the tooth will do it.
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
A few blades of grass are growing out of the ground here. You have no use for grass.
There's got to be a way to get some fresh sap. I don't know. Feel it, maybe?
The tree's bark feels slightly sticky from the dried sap that is collected on it.
But you said that I couldn't do this.
The sap on the tree is dry.
Okay then, so...
You see nothing of interest around the overturned tree. You have no use for grass.
Okay, jeez. Right.
You open...
Well, did I maybe miss something in the visitor center?
You quickly take the sign into your possession. The sign reads, "Save the Wetlands." The signpost's end has been filed down to a point. It's pretty sharp.
Okay.
You open up...
Okay. Man, that's obtuse.
Feeling no remorse, you viciously stab the tree with the pointed end of the picket sign. If the environmentalist saw what you were using a sign for, he'd kill you.
Here we go.
Being careful not to get any on your hands, you soak the hair in the sap. You manage to weave the sticky hair into a necklace and attach it to the shark tooth.
Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to somehow...
You rattle the... You open...
We need to somehow make the shaman work.
The receptionist probably wouldn't appreciate you.
Whatever. I don't think there's anything else here for me to grab, but I'll check.
You don't need anything else from the display case.
Okay.
You can't reach into the coins.
Well,
You'd rather keep your hands to yourself.
okay.
You don't currently see a way to get the amulet blessed by the robot. It's a coin slot, presumably for putting in coins. There seems to be something stuck in it.
Ah, okay. Well... I don't know, maybe I can use this on it?
That doesn't seem to...
That doesn't seem to work. Look, I don't...
That doesn't...
That don't seem to work. This...
You stick the pen into the
There.
slot, and whatever was blocking it falls through the machine and into the coin return below.
Was it a coin?
It seems your tampering with the coin slot has activated the robot.
Hello, welcome to Everglades National Park. I am Sharpen Sawgrass, the shaman. For your generous donation, I will now give you good fortune by performing the blessing dance.
The robot begins some horrible gyration. This really is the most insulting thing you've seen in a long time.
Alrighty.
You place the amulet in the robot's hand. You reach into the coin slot and find a quarter and an odd little piece of carved rock.
It's an arrowhead.
The arrowhead is light, but has a somewhat sharp end. With the amulet on the robot, you insert the quarter and hope this does the trick.
Hello, welcome to Everglades. For
Okay.
your generous...
Okay.
After the robot concludes its little jig, you remove the amulet from its hand. It hasn't exactly been blessed by an authentic shaman, but you hope Rick won't notice.
Alright, now, do I put this on it?
The two items don't go together.
Alright. Let's just go.
You open up the
Alright, here's your janky amulet.
Here, I got you your amulet.
Hey, great. Okay, we'll be ready to go as soon as I get a few supplies together.
I'll meet you outside the station in a few minutes then.
Later that afternoon.
Here we are. This area is where we found all the other victims of the skunk ape.
And we're going to camp here?
Yeah, the skunk ape is probably nearby. I think this will be a good place to start tracking him from.
How exactly are we going to find him?
We'll go out looking for him later. In the meantime, I'm gonna start setting up the tent. You can look around if you want, but be careful you don't get lost. It may not seem like it, but it's really easy to lose your way out there. In fact, here, take my compass. It should come in handy.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay.
You look through Rick's backpack and find a small bottle of nasal decongestant.
Hey, Rick, mind if I borrow this for a little while?
Not a problem. Be my guest.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we've played this enough. We're going to go ahead and cut it here for now, but as corny as it might be at times, the Ben Jordan series is actually a really fun series to get into. I highly recommend, and I definitely recommend you going ahead and checking it out as soon as possible. It is free, so there you go. In any case, this has been Gun Sage with Too Spoopy. We've been playing Ben Jordan Case 1 Deluxe. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a good one.